Whew, hey, what is up, fellas? This is Mike. I'm coming to you from Samurai Geek Designs. I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter. There's a very cool gentleman who came by the shop. Ooh, let me fix this one spot right there. Okay, so really cool gentleman came in to the shop this weekend and took a look at the big giant Millennium Falcon that I've got here. This has pretty much been the crown jewel of our shop since we opened. Um, Actually, for the last 10 months, because it took me a while to get it up to this stage, which a lot of you guys will recognize this. This is it's been in a lot of my videos here. This was the pretty much the first in-house model that we've done. This is a Hasbro big giant Millennium Falcon, as you can see there. As soon as this one goes, I need to go get another one for myself, because even though I have one more right here for a gentleman named Danny Martinez, that's going to be going pretty soon. So I need one here for the shop, because this is what draws everybody in, and I kind of need one, because without it, I don't have much to really bring anyone else in except for all of this stuff. But it's in there. That sits out over here. So, okay, purpose of this one, before I keep on digressing further and further down, it's a gentleman who has started coming by our shop all the way from New Orleans, and he's asked me to do a couple of tutorials on weathering and what it is that I do. These are methods that I employ. You may like them. Other guys out there with a lot of know-how may not like them, but this is how I get my results. But what I've done is I've already applied a nice heap. You can see I'm already almost out of this. But this is a Higgins calligraphy India ink, and basically what I just do with that is as you can see, I've already put it on. I've already weathered most of this up here. But this I let it sit up, and I'm just taking a regular cocktail napkin. Works best with if you have an old T-shirt or something like that. But right now for tonight, I'm out of the good stuff, so I'm using a napkin from Jack in the Box. Senseless plug, but really all I have to do, and this is a tip that I learned a long time ago from the woman who taught me how to do all this faux finishing, not for models but for different projects. But if you ever need to remove a wash that's on there, best solvent out there that you can get, spit. And it gets a little gross for those who don't like watching this stuff, but excuse me, I just spit I just kind of spit a little dollop of whatever I've got onto here, and just simply start. I need to move this. And I just start removing as much as I can get off. And that's how I'm achieving all of the highlights, the lowlights that I need. I don't know how well I can do this with a camera in my hand, but every once in a while I need a little bit more spit. And this is probably going to take a while, but as you can see, it evens out what I've got up here. And just a note, you don't always have to follow this, but generally what I do is I rub in the direction of the way everything should be flowing. So if it flies this way, then you want to rub the opposite way. You want to bring it this way. And see how I'm leaving some of the ink kind of gathered up in this area, and I'm also removing enough from the raised areas to leave it in the recessed areas. So this takes a little bit of time. It takes a little give and pull, or a little push and pull, but this is essentially what I'm doing, and this is really just the first coat. I still need to come back and add the red, but the way I do this, the ink kind of takes in with the red, so it kind of weathers itself. So this is what I have to do for the rest of the night. I'm gonna just hit all this, and when I'm done, it's gonna look just like that. But again, you need a little bit India ink, let it set up for a little bit, and then come back and a little bit of spit, a rag, and you're off and you're removing like one of the pros. So, excuse me, that was gross. Again, a little bit of spit, a little bit of elbow grease, and that brings down the India ink. And spots like this, they help. I mean, this Millennium Falcon was dirty. So Han Solo, well, anyway, I'll have another update on this in the morning. I am going to finish this off probably early afternoon, get it top coated one more time with a nice flat sealer, and then Mr. Donahue can come out and pick this up. So again, guys, that was a quick, I know it wasn't very detailed, but let me grab another rag. And again, the way you want to go with this is tried and true spit. There's something to what your mothers are doing whenever they would lick their fingers and then clean your face. I mean, it cleaned your face, didn't it? So, as gross as it is, that's one of my best techniques. Comes in handy, and you can't really mess it up. Same goes for working with charcoals. You just let it set up, let it dry up, and then you can start removing it. And charcoal and India ink are really basically the only mediums that I use for this kind of wash. But you can use others. I mean, I used to use paint. I used to just thin out my paint to make a nice quick glaze out of it, and then rub it on, rub it back off. But times have changed. So a little bit more on this one. I will have I'll have the results up on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and you can find those both at Samurai Geek Designs on Facebook, but well, everywhere. We are Samurai Geek Designs. But again, guys, I'm about to hit the 8-minute mark. But Michael, I hope that works for you guys. Well, for a few of you guys out there. That doesn't for Michael Stadler, who's been asking me how to do how I do this. So I hope this helps. If you need to ask me another question about what I'm doing here, feel free to ask me. I will post another video. But I'm a bad teacher. I'm not a very good instructor. So I hope just showing you a little bit of what I do will at least point you in the right direction. And again, simple as that, and you are weathering like a pro, allegedly. So guys, again, peace out, have fun, take care of yourselves, and I will see you again.